Today's video is all about teaching you how to use Lalo in 20 at 25. Last week, I released a Root Rider guide, so if you're interested to learn how to use that attack, be sure to check out that video, which I'll have linked at the top of this video here. But for the past 2 months, I've been practicing many different ways to Lalo, and I've learned the strongest way to take down bases with it. This video is broken up into 3 parts. Part 1, breaking down the army and learning the use cases for each hero. Part 2, learning how to deploy your troops. And Part 3, attacking in friendly challenges, Legends League, and finally, doing my Clan War League attack. So let's jump into Part 1, breaking down the army. This army relies heavily on the Royal Champion value. If your Royal Champion dies early, the attack is over and you have no chance to triple. So you must focus on keeping your RC alive. Here's the army link I use, plus I put the link down in the video description so you guys can easily copy it and use it today. But this army consists of 3 parts: the Royal Champion charge, the Hero charge, and the Lalo. That's right, this attack is a glorified hero charge with Lalo cleanup. This means if you lose your Royal Champion early, the attack will be over. If you lose your king or queen, or they go the wrong way, the attack will also be over. So it's very important to focus on the value of your heroes in order to make this work. And of course, don't forget to use code Carbonfin when you make any purchase in-game or even in the Supercell shop online, where you directly support me and it helps me make more detailed guide videos just like this. As I mentioned, there are 3 parts to the attack. So here's a visual of the troops and spells that go with the 3 parts. Part 1 consists of the Royal Champion, 7 Invis spells, and the Recall. Part 2 consists of the Golem, Ice Golem, Apprentice Warden, Queen King Warden, who's on ground, not air, Wall Breakers, Log Launcher, the Rage spell, and sometimes the Ice Block. The Ice Block spell can be used with your Hero charge or with the Lalo, so that is a flexible spell, and we will talk about the different use cases later. Part 3 consists of the Lava Hounds, Balloons, Minions, and of course the Headhunters, which also can be used during your hero charge. And then the Clan Castle contains Yetis, which is also a log launcher that cuts in towards the core of the base, and you typically invest the Rage spell to get better value with the Yeti Mites. But now let's answer the question, how do I deploy these troops? First, you deploy the Royal Champion and then use your Invis spells to keep her alive while she's getting her value. This is very important. Do not use your Royal Champion ability during this stage. You want to save it for later. After the RC gets her value, you'll recall her. Then you'll deploy Part 2, which includes the Golems and the Heroes near the value of your Royal Champion. You want to take advantage of the section of the base she removed to help funnel you towards the Town Hall. This means that you want to send your heroes from the opposite side of the Town Hall so the Log Launcher can help guide them towards the core. As you push your heroes into the base, you can use your recalled Royal Champion further down the line to help funnel your heroes into the core by using her ability, which includes the Rocket Spear. Usually I'll pop the RC ability right away after I redeployed her so she can get her value to set more of that funnel for your heroes. And also, drop a few balloons near the Grand Warden so they can test for seeking air mines to protect the Sneezy. The longer you keep the Sneezy alive, the more traps it can pull with the boogers. As your heroes are pushing together towards the core with the Log Launcher, try to save the Warden ability for when the Log Launcher opens to protect the Yetis. When you do this, drop the Rage spell to rage them all up with your heroes. But also, try to activate your Queen ability so the Giant can become raged up and be used under the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. Then you'll slowly deploy your Lalo around the base, trying to avoid splash damage. Ideally, this could be near your hero push to help assist them in their pathing. But now, let's talk about the Ice Block. There are 3 scenarios where you can use this spell effectively. First is with the hero push. You can use the Ice Block on the Golem or King towards the outside to help tank for your heroes on approach. The second option is to use it with the Lalo to protect the lava hounds so they can tank longer. When you deploy your lava hounds, try to angle them in a way so that you could clip 2 hounds with 1 ice block. Or you can drop the ice block on your lava hound or your balloons if they are approaching a giga bomb. The ice block will keep the balloons alive, but it can be a bit tricky to time. And the third way to use it is with your royal champion during her initial push into a section with an invisibility spell tower. Normally, if you charge your RC into a section with an invis spell tower, then it will mess up her pathing to getting that value. But if you activate the invis spell tower and then ice block your royal champion, she will freeze in place while the invis spell tower will wear off, and then you can continue the path the RC into the section of defenses. But now let's attack a few example bases, then we will do a few legend hits and wrap up this video with a CWL attack. So now we are going to jump into Legends League, and I'll break the attacks down live for you. So let's kick it off with the very first attack here, and let's see the base. Okay, we've got a lot of little decorations everywhere, but we got the town hall with a lot of stuff near it. We have a clan castle towards the right side, queen to the top. But what we're going to do, I'm just going to cut across the base, is I'm going to send the RC into this section to help grab this, and then our heroes are going to come through this top side like this all the way across the base to eventually grab the town hall. Well, heroes might not be able to grab the town hall, but the Lalo will be able to hopefully push through. So RC over to this left side. All right, RC is going to go through the bomb tower, make that invisible so she goes into the ricochet cannons. Does find the tornado trap. The Spear Fox should go off. There we go. Another invis. Let's try not to have the poison spell go off if we don't have to. Another invis. I know I could have timed it a little bit better, but I don't want to lose my royal champion. Let's go to this spitter to help grab that. We won't get the queen through this push here, but we'll go and grab the scatter shot. We'll turn back around here, and let's see where this RC goes next. Now go get the spitter. Continue to grab this. You're going to go for the air defense, and then you can turn back around to go get the scatter. Perfect. Now let's pull the RC back, just like this. King, Warden, balloon for that air defense. Queen switches to a log launcher. Golem here. Wall break, apprentice warden. We'll drop another balloon to protect that sneezy. All right, we have an ice golem that we can place to push in. Let's just see. We want the king, ice golem, maybe a couple balloons to kind of tank that log launcher. And then the RC. Let's go use you off to the edge. Wall break this section over here, it looks like. Failed. All right, let's wall break again. Headhunter through this push. All right, continue. Another wall break. Another 2 headhunters. And here comes the clan castle, which we got a furnace through here. Let's go and ice block this king since he got lured into the core. RC still making her way through. We got slowed down through here. Queen's ability. Now, since we got a rage pop, that Warden Eternal Tome to protect. Another headhunter through. RC still moving around. Let's try to distract that wizard tower. Queen is going through here. King's got his ability. And then let's see what we could use this king ability for. So let's go drop a hound, a couple balloons, and off to this left side just to pick things off. Let's see. King's in the core, so pop the ability through these expos as we push through. And the queen still making her way around, taking out the town hall now. Let's path our way slowly. Again, it's really about the hero value. Let's drop a hound down here. And we got a lot of, obviously, just at this point, the Lalo is the cleanup. And we made an epic push across the edge from the top side of the base all the way to the town hall. If I sent the RC into the town hall, it would have been a lot of damage, right? But I'd rather go for the defenses and then push across the base to get the value. So there we go. All right, we start off with the triple, and we'll continue to break more down. Got another base here. Let's see, town halls towards the core, and what kind of value can we get with this RC? There's a lot of value off to the left, but that usually is a baited entry. So I'm going to send the RC to the bottom. Let's send her down here. Maybe a couple balloons on the bomb tower just to help the RC. Go through here, invis, and continue. We got a giant bomb. We got a tornado trap. Another invis through here. The best case scenario would be to keep the Spear Fox alive if you're able to, but I won't be able to here. It'll pretty much die soon here. And there we go. RC goes invisible. She goes up to the multi. Okay. I'll work with this. 3 more invises left. Okay. Cannot lose this RC. RC's grabbing that multi. Or now moving on to the scatter shot. Let's drop the final invis here. And then let's see. She goes in and pull the CC, which is an archer or 2. So let's get this king here. Now let's get you. Bam. Golem, Warden, Queen, Balloon, Apprentice Warden, Ice Golem through here. RC. Wall break. RC ability. Wall break here. Alright. Another balloon. Let's open this wall. King, come back. King, come back. Drop a headhunter here. Couple headhunters across like that. Alright, King is going walking. He is going shopping, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. Alright, now the rage is going to be used. Poison that up. Let's go ahead and rage. Queen ability. Warden Eternal Tome. Get to that town hall. RC still going. Now we got our ice block, which we didn't use for the hero portion, right? Since we didn't use it for the hero portion, I'll just wall break here. I'm going to use it for the Lalo portion. So the king's still going. Queen's going to get that scatter. Now let's go with a hound down here. A couple balloons. And minions. That hound's tanking like so. Couple more balloons here. All right. Another hound. Balloons. All right, now we could probably drop an ice block on the 2 hounds right there so we can clip them. Defensive minion prince is dead. We're going to go ahead and drop some more balloons like that. And we could drop a wall breaker, a couple headhunters, a little archer, and there we go. So, using the ice block to be able to clip that second hound. And I dropped, at the bottom side, I dropped a few loons down here to try to distract a few of the air defense shots so the lava hound wouldn't get hit and could survive to the second air defense where I used that ice block. And another base we've got with the town hall to the bottom side. We've got the hook tower to the top. All right. Let's see. If we charge the RC to the left over here, we would need to find a way to come across. The hook tower is always quite annoying, not going to lie. But we are going to send our RC. Let's send her through here, trying to get her to go this way and then work from that. So RC into the wizard tower. Can really set up a nice funnel. Let's see. Continues through here. Enemy RC is going to hit the RC, but she's fine. Should be able to go invisible from the Spirit Fox now. Okay. Now we want to get her to go in towards... Oh, okay. You're taking out the enemy RC. Now I lost my Spirit Fox. Now let's go into the scatter here. All right. 4 more invis. Let's go to the ricochet cannon. And the electro boots should be able to finish off the expo and the scatter because of the HP of this here. Or maybe not. I mean, that's fine. We'll just backtrack. We'll go up. No, we'll pull you back. So now we'll use the king, wizard. Since we can grab that wizard tower, we don't need to keep the RC invisible for it. So now king is going to go up. Queen as well. Let's drop a balloon in this section. All right, let's go with a golem. Now we got this. Let's go ice golem. Let's go RC, apprentice warden. And then we'll go log launcher through here. Wall break. Balloon to really test. Oh, I never dropped my log launcher. Whoops, that's my bad. Oh, look at that. The balloon pulled all of the red air bombs there. I will take that. Cool. Let's drop another wall break through here. And another one. RC ability was forced. I guess that's fine. Now we continue our way through. Let's have the log launcher open up those walls. Keep going. Ice golem went in the core. We got ice golems coming out of here. Okay. Pop king ability. Let's go rage. Log launcher. Open that up. Pop ability. That RC is still going here. So now we don't have really any air defense to target at this point. I'll pop queen ability. RC still going. And it's all about that hero push. Look at the hero value right through here. Now, I have the Lalo, which I could use the ice block to the bottom side. So use a few balloons here. Continue our path. I'm going to be patient. Not going to deploy the Lalo because it's going to take so much damage from all of this here. All right, let's just make the heroes and all that invisible as the town hall will go down. And now, in we go. Bam, balloons through here. As we continue, the ice block won't really matter. I'll just go ahead and use the ice block here. And the minions down south with the headhunters, of course. Do I have any cleanup I need to the bottom? Drop you. And the Giga Bomb will go up, but it won't matter because we will completely overwhelm this base right here. But there we go. The power of that hero charge. And again, it's only a cleanup Lalo, to be honest, as you saw from that value right there, which is absolutely insane. We've got double invis here. This is where we can utilize that Royal Champion ice block into the core. The whole point of this base is to make it really difficult to get to that value, but let's show you how we could do it here. So RC will have to start through this section, and then we could actually use the hook tower to our advantage. This is going to be a little unique, but let's see if we can do it. RC off to that's down to the bottom. Then let's drop a balloon to distract these defenses down here. Now the hook tower will pull us in. Wait for it. Wait for it. Pull us in, hook tower. Oh, no, we went invisible. Okay. I was trying to have it pull us in. Actually, I'll go ahead and try to get the RC in herself. We're fine. We're fine. And now let's go ahead and ice block the RC right here, because the RC would have went the wrong way if we didn't ice block. All right. Now we'll go right through here, make you invisible. Okay. Now another invis into the core. Let's poison this up. Another invis through here. Let's try to clear this whole core right through here, which we would never have been able to do. Pull the ice golem down to the bottom side. And let's see if we can get the RC to ignore that ice golem. No, she doesn't. We missed the other spitter. Ice golem was a little bit of a pain there, but it's fine. We will reuse the RC probably for that. Let's use the king, warden all through here, a balloon, apprentice warden, and a golem to tank. All right, minute 59. We got to think about time for sure. As we got the log launcher to deploy. Let's go with a nice golem behind. Let's go wall break. And now that the golem will get out in front and trigger all that, we can drop another balloon through here. Perfect. And we can go with a headhunter onto the minion prince. Another wall break to this left side. Now I could use the RC to the far left, but in this case it's going to be a little bit different because this is going to be really annoying for the Lalo. I'm going to have my RC go for that. So my king is going to run to the edge. Let's wall break down here. Now the log launcher will open. Let's continue. Minute 59. So we're going to have to pop queen ability, probably drop a rage, pop the warden eternal tome. Now let's see, drop a balloon, goes through here. Queen and yetis will get there. Now deploy the RC, pop king ability. Now the RC should target onto the spitter. Perfect. We got that timing for the RC. Now lava hound down here, get some cleanup. Now some more on the archer tower. There we go. Another hound. Boom. Boom. Minions down south. We got a wall break, which won't really do much. Haste through here. Now some headhunters. More balloons. Minions. Wizard up top. And there we go. So you saw you could get that RC into the core, use the ice block to freeze her up. Otherwise, she would have went a complete wrong direction. It would have been a big pain, but we took the base down. Now we got a base where there's a lot of damage in these compartment where there's a rage spell tower. What I've learned from these bases is you could send the RC into these, but you cannot make her invisible from the Spirit Fox because the rage spell will kill her off instantly. You pretty much have to keep her invisible the whole time. So this one I'm going to send to the right to kind of avoid the Giga Bomb. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 balloons to try to take out the bomb tower, so that's less damage on the RC. Bomb tower goes down. Now RC into this section. All right. Double giant bomb. See, this is what I'm talking about. Invis through here. We do not want to have the Spirit Fox timing because it's going to mess us up and we will lose the Royal Champion. Giant bomb. Giant bomb. All through here. Look at this. But we're going to keep her invisible, keep the Spirit Fox invisible, and then we can hopefully pull all of them back together. So we don't have to worry about wasting these invises because the value is here and it's totally okay as long as we can also keep the Spirit Fox alive for the later portion of an attack. Let's see if we can take this down. And where you go next? Okay, a ground expo could be valuable, so we do unfortunately have the town hit us and we did lose the Spirit Fox, so that is not ideal. But we will pull this RC back and now we'll make the king go to the right side. So we got a furnace, so we'll poison you up. Now we'll go with the queen. Now we'll go with the warden, apprentice warden, and then we'll go headhunter. There's a lot of damage on our king, but hopefully we can keep making our way around. Slowly push through. Snakes jump the wall. Let's go wall break through here. Queen go to the right side. Good. And then the RC to the top, right? So we're going to funnel. So look at this. So we're going to drop, hold on, I got to multitask here. Let's go wall break here, log launcher through this area. Now the RC is going to be able, redeploy the RC. Pop her ability is going to be able to clear this section to allow my heroes to continue their way through the core here. So let's go. All right, continuing around this base. Log launcher's opening. Let's go pop the, okay. Did we hit the multi with that? I'm not sure. We'll wall break to the left. Let's see, log launcher was a little delayed. We did open up the core, so I will take it. I'm not going to pop the rage just yet. Maybe okay, that wall break didn't do anything. As the RC is going off to that side, I'm going to rage up deeper to this. So we're going to rage queen ability. So the giant's here. Pop the ability, just like this into the core. There's a deadly section over here. So look at that Giga Bomb. It's waiting for us. As we are approaching this section. Queen, get through here. Keep going. Giant, come back around. And now, let's go and get a Lava Hound, which is going to target defenses. We're pathing our way to this town hall. Couple of you through here. Okay. Let's go and ice block the Giga Bomb, just like that. Absorb that damage. Town hall goes down. Balloons here. Minion around. A couple balloons. Let's try to haste our way that way. Drop an archer. A headhunter up here. We got some wizards. A wizard onto that storage. And a wizard onto this. Is it enough? Is it enough? Oh, time is ticking. The wizard off onto the hero hall here. Definitely clutched, and that helped get that 3-star. So you can see we were able to ice block the Giga Bomb as well. A couple different scenarios right there. And here is the final attack we got of the video, which is the CBL on base number 5, which we've called. And let's see what the plan is. What I recommend you to do, pause it, and see if you can plan what I'm going to plan here. And hopefully it matches, or maybe your plan still would have worked. I guess you're going to have to build it to see. So, here's my plan, what I want to try to do. I want to drop the Royal Champion to the bottom side down here. I want to try to get the RC into the core so I could pull the clan castle early. So the only way I see that happening is if I drop the RC here, she goes here, into this bomb tower, but then what I'm going to have to do is pretty much, let's see, she could go here, take this out, and then go to take that out. I could make this stuff invisible to route the RC into the core to try to take out this. Because if I could do that, I could then have the log launcher cut across the base like this. Essentially, I guess it would be more like that. And then the Royal Champion can be redeployed and pop her ability to snipe the monolith from across. And since this will be funneled, it will allow my heroes to path their way through the core through this. And then the Lalo can possibly come to the top side around the base like that. We're in. All right, so RC into the multi-archer tower, damaging the multi-mortar here in the same process. We'll take it, go invisible. Mortar should go down, and then we should make this invisible so we can just take it out by the residual there. All right, there we go. Another invis is down. All right, let's go and make that invisible. Get the RC into the core. Tassels pop. Okay. 2 more invises. We're looking fine here. We probably won't get that scatter, but it's not the end of the world. Oh, no, we are. We're going for the scatter. Okay, come on. Can we take it out? Can we take it out? Please? And pull out that clan castle. Pull out that clan castle. All right, we did. Nice. Let's drop the archers here. And as a triple ice golem CC, we're luring it to the edge. This is exactly what I wanted to do here. So let's go and drop a balloon just like this. And a little king, warden, and queen with the ice golems. All right. Not ice golems. The defending ice golems we'll take down. With an apprentice warden. All right. Take them down. Let's drop a golem. All right. And here goes the log launcher. All right. And then the RC will be used right about here. All right. Let's go here. Okay. Oh, RC is going to be forced to ability. Oh, that's not good. I lost her ability. This is what I don't want to happen. Now the king is not getting pulled here. Okay, so we're cutting across this base. Let's see. We did open up the core. All right, here we go. Pop king ability. Take that down. Pop queen ability. Now pop eternal tome to protect everything. All right. Now we're pathing our way around towards this town hall. Monolith is going down on the queen, so that's fine. Now Lava Hound to the top side around this base. Continue our way through. Nice. Now we're just going to path our way around. Another hound here. Minions around. Queen's going to the top. Town hall is not down, something to keep our eye on, but the Yetis are making their way there. We're just going to slowly path our way through. This Lava Hound and Lava Hound are here, so we'll ice block both of them perfectly. More minions around. Let's keep going. So the Lava Hounds will keep going. Let's wall break down to the bottom. We have a Giga Bomb that was already triggered. So drop a Headhunter through here. Let's just haste you. And we'll drop a wall break, which won't do much. Some Headhunters like that. Now we'll drop a Wizard. Anything you need to clean up, drop a wall break there. And we are good. Queen, you just stuck behind a wall, of course. And there we go. Taking this space down. RC, unfortunately, was not able to get the value that I wanted her to get with the Monolith because she got in range a little bit too quickly. But we take this space down, and the Lalo is able to finish it off. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this guide. Best of luck. Let me know which guide you would like to see next, as we'll be bringing more in the future very soon.